What do you gotta do? Persona! You bitch! Ah! Wait, stop! I'm sorry! No! Ah! God damn! Ah, this is painful! Shit! What are you waiting for? Oh shit! Persona! There. Fuck you. Oh fuck!
What the fuck was even that? And why are you still here? Get to the video. Hey, what's up? It's time to talk about Persona 4 Golden. I'll say this right off the bat, a few months ago, I was not a fan of turn-based combat. I never understood the fun of hitting an enemy and then waiting to get bitch slapped. But that all changed after playing this game. Granted, I still don't like turn-based combat, but I can see how it is fun. I only really tried this game because I bought it on sale, and right now, as I'm recording this, it is on sale. And it stayed in my Steam library collecting dust as I was doing other things, you know, the other things such as sleeping and not really giving a fuck. But now, after completing it and sitting in my car thinking about my own life, I could definitively say that I should have played this game a lot earlier. Persona is a spin-off of its older brother, Shin Megami Tensei. It's set in its own universe but shares similar gameplay elements. Persona 4 was released back in 2008 on the PlayStation 2, and it had little success in America but a lot in Japan. The game was then re-released on a PlayStation Vita and PC. Persona 4 was not only re-released, but they also added a lot more content to the game. I mean, they even done random things. They rehired Chie's English voice actor.
Thanks for saving me. Yosuke's cool and all, but there really is something different about you. I feel like you won't let me down.
Hey, thanks for saving me. Yosuke's cool and all, but there really is something different about you. I feel like you won't let me down.
They gave out more social links. They introduced a brand new character into the story. But enough backstory, let's talk about the game itself. First off, let's talk gameplay. There are two different types of gameplay, combat and social links. First, let's go into the combat side of things so we can get that over with. What is a persona? A persona is a manifestation of your inner personality taking form, and these personas have abilities that you can use to help you in battle. Each persona has different abilities. Depending on the shadow you're facing, you'll need to pick the right persona. There are tons of personas in the game, such as Jack Frost, High Pixie, and my personal favorite, Mara, the giant penis monster. Shadows are the physical manifestations of suppressed emotions and negative thoughts. They're the enemies that you fight in the game. When you head into a domain, there are a lot of shadows roaming around, and basically, you're just trying to make it up to the 10th floor, sometimes even less. They do change it up, requiring you to grab a particular object or limiting SP. SP is, in other words, your mana. Overall, you just have to make it up to the top. You could try to evade the shadows roaming around, but you'll have to battle them eventually to level up. However, it does get repetitive after a certain period of time. The best approach is to wait until they're turned around, so you can hit it from the back. Wait, hold on. After smacking them on the back of the head, you gain the advantage, giving you more turns in the beginning of the fight compared to like if a shadow sees you and then you attack. So it's best to wait to hit them. But the shadows can always catch you off guard and get one up on you, giving them more turns in the beginning of the fight to attack you. Also, these shadows can target your elemental weakness. So if you're weak to ice and they use ice, you're screwed because they can get another lick in just for fun. Speaking of weaknesses, if you target theirs and get them all down, you can do an all-out attack where you and your team jump the ever-living shit out of the shadows. It's pretty satisfying, not gonna lie. Some of these shadows appear red, and when they're red, you need to run like hell because they don't play. You also have to be highly conservative when it comes to your SP. The way to avoid it is by using your melee weapon or by sacrificing your HP by using your persona's physical attack. There are certain ways to get SP from what I know. There's a vending machine that may or may not give you SP. There's also a fox in the game, which I have no idea what it is or why it needs money, but if you pay it, it'll give you SP. Lastly, there are treasure chests around each domain, and they're random and they change each time, but maybe it'll give you SP or something else, but watch out when checking it, because if a shadow sees you, it's over. You will sometimes be given cards after beating enemies. These cards are random each time. You can gain XP, SP, or stat points for the equipped persona, or better yet, just get a brand new persona, or even stop the enemies from noticing you altogether on that floor. If you collect each in a specific order and get all of the cards, you'll get another guaranteed card sweep, and it'll even give you better rewards, so try to do that, but if you can't, don't worry about it. Moving on, you can also buy gear and build personas, which with the help of a long-nosed man, you can combine those personas with other personas, making them stronger depending on your level and social links. You can even add specific abilities to each persona to your liking, but alright, that's enough of that. Let's talk about another aspect of the game, the social/living part. Social links is another essential part of the core game mechanic. Without these bonds, you cannot make stronger and better personas, and you won't be able to fuse any of them together. But you don't only need to bond with your friends and family. There are also random people you can make connections with as well. You can hear their stories and their problems and help them solve it. You can even romance a few characters in this game as well, which is pretty cool. I picked Yukiko by mistake. I swear my finger just slipped. So this game does a day and night cycle, and each day is very important. You can focus on building skills that can help you earn more social link, thus allowing you to gain stronger and newer personas when battling shadows. Or you can spend that time doing those social links for the story and buffing your persona, which is also important. During the story, you'll need to go into a domain and defeat a boss to advance in the story. You're given a time limit, so you have to watch the TV to figure out when it'll ring and then fog. Once it does, it's game over, so it's best to do that ASAP. I like this system, I vibe with it, but I really do wish the days were just longer. And some of these actions just didn't make a whole lot of sense for a whole evening or afternoon to go by. For instance, getting a fortune or rubbing a cat. I know it's to balance the gameplay, but make it more convincing. It should make me think, yeah, this would take some time instead of, wow, really? Did that really just take a whole day? There are a ton of characters in this game, and it'll take me hours to go by each of them, but I'll just stick to the core ones and then talk about the rest of them like they some side hoes. First off, there's Nanako, your cousin in the game. She is a 7-year-old who loves her favorite mega conglomerate store, Juness.
Every day's great at your Juness. Every day's great at your Juness.
Her mother died at an early age, so she's living with her dad. However, her dad is rarely at home, leaving her depressed and lonely underneath the smile that she always presents. Dojima is her father. He is a workaholic who spends most of his days at Inaba solving crimes, and when he's not doing that, he's working on finding clues about his wife's killer. Dojima is a family man. He really cares about Nanako, even if it seems like he's too busy to cut it off. Yosuke is an outspoken guy. If something doesn't sit right, he'll say it straight up regardless how anyone feels. However, he often struggles with his own selfishness and conflicted feelings about Saki, a girl he liked who was killed. I should mention that people hate Yosuke because he's homophobic to one of the characters in the group, Kanji. And my honest take is that, personally, I don't have the same problem with it as others do. This game was made in 2008. It's an old ass game. Also, I thought they were going to delve a bit deeper into that. It's a glaring flaw with Yosuke. I thought they were going on the notion that he was still growing as a person, but nah, he's just a dick to Kanji, pun absolutely intended. Kanji is a guy who's questioning his identity, including his sexuality, while also struggling with his masculinity. This boy is going through some shit. He puts on a tough and threatening demeanor to mask his insecurities, but deep down, he's a kind and caring person. Yukiko is another friend. She is a quiet and shy girl who's very nice and polite. She is a horrible cook who also has a weird funny side. However, she struggles with the idea of staying and working at her family's inn. The most popular one is Chie. Chie is Yukiko's friend and is very hyper energetic and also tomboyish. Though she is best friends with Yukiko, she is often jealous of her and wants to feel as if Yukiko needs her. Quick thing I forgot to mention earlier, but if you have Yukiko and Chie on the same team, they can use a joint attack together sometimes. Rise is the upbeat and cheerful one in the group. She is often flirtatious and love teasing the main character. However, she struggles with a severe identity crisis due to her balancing life and being an idol. Naoto is a detective from a popular family of detectives. Initially, she comes off as serious, intelligent, and standoffish. She also has problems regarding herself and the social expectations society has with her age and gender. Teddy is a lot more like Reset on the surface. He's cheerful, he's also a flirt, and he can also give out comic relief. And now they differ because Teddy has no idea what his origin is or why he's even there. He is constantly worried if he'd ever find the truth, but this bear has demons, literally and figuratively. All these characters have some form of trauma and inner problems, as you can tell, but at last there's Hiro. Yes, Hiro. He straight up doesn't even have a name, but is just called Hiro until they confirms his name to be Yu Narukami. I'll still call him Hiro cause why not? Hiro is primarily a chill person. He is also very nice and helps others in need no matter what. He's always determined to walk the path of good and never give up, you know, typical anime shit. I'm not really a fan of the whole silent main protagonist thing. Crazy I say that after reviewing Avowed. I'm sorry, that video was really rushed and I wish I could go back and change that score. That 7 felt way too high looking back at it. But that was one thing that Avowed did do that this game doesn't do. That game gave you way more option when it comes to choosing what to say, even if it was cringe. But I would rather prefer it if the main character would just speak, like in Metaphor or in Monster Hunter Wilds. And that ends part 1 of my Persona 4 review. I will be releasing the other part of the review where I go over the story, but as for now, I'm a little bit tired and you'll just have to wait later to watch that one. So I'll see y'all later.